FOMO head. How are you doing,
brother?
Happy Friday, man.
I like the way Decrypting Chaos just wrote it. I've never seen it before. Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I love it.
I swear I've never heard it before. It's Friday.
You know, okay,
that's good.
It's all good. We get different language. We got HODL. We got FOMO. Well, I guess FOMO.
Hey, we got the wide guys. We got
wide guys. I love all that stuff.
FUD. We got Fireferk.
We got Fireferk and Fuddin. It's all over, man. That's why I love this space. We got different words over here. You know, we make up
beautiful.
Stuff.
You know why? Because I cannot pronounce my new
FOMO head. That's it. I like. But yes, a lot of things going on this week. FOMO head.
Oh, you know? Big.
It's big
stuff. Bad banks. Big bad banks. Big boy Bitcoin.
Hey, I got funny stuff for you with the banks. You're gonna like it. You're gonna get tickle. It's gonna be tickle. You know, it's gonna make you like. You're gonna be like, no way. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? So, look. Let me go through some comments. Look, you got prop tarts.
They're debanking people around the country, Ray. I just heard
they are. I know.
Get debanked.
The banks are crazy, John. I think they're all over the board. You know.
Oh, they're not happy.
Here you go, Matt. Happy Friday. Free round of like drink up. Virtual drink. Matt, I like it, Matt. Appreciate it, brother. Good to see you. Dan, Friday fun with the wise guys. That's it. How you doing? There's Tim.
Hey.
Hey, I took a snapshot of that one anyway. It was a good one.
Yeah, Tim, if you got to look when you froze, hysterical. Yeah, we're better than that one.
It was way better than that one. Hello there. J.A. Thanks for joining.
Got a new stamp.
Appreciate you. There you go. How you doing, Sue? Good to see you, wise guys, on the weekend. Yep. Well, Friday, it's the kickoff, right? Friday, that's what we're talking about. Friday, right?
Friday.
Monstrous info. We do the Cryptic Cast. We got some monstrous info. Absolutely. Web3 wise guys, I do. We need to adopt that. I like that. You know? How you doing, Night Owl? Good to see you. Floor, happy Friday. There's another one. Great. Good to see you, Floor. Hope all is well with you. And there it is, John. There's your prop tarts, right? You brought that up.
That. I got some other props today.
Jay Hollyfield, good evening. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Love that. I do too. The Cryptic Chaos. Night Owl's good with that stuff. Y'all come up with all kinds of good stuff.
What is that called? Web3 Wise Guys?
Yeah, that would be our yes.
Yeah, I love it. I just had it, dude.
I know, but yes, Web3 Wise Guys.
Hey, if you bring me into that escape room, you might as well bring a playmate with you. It's a lot of drinks and possibly
he's just looking at the wall.
I don't know.
Okay, start with that. You say that, but I know you're a smart guy, John.
Dude, you know why I'm a smart guy? I bring a bunch of smart people with me.
You're a wise guy. You do. But how about I give you a little test right now, huh? You up for this?
Got a test. Give me a test.
You up for it?
I am up for it.
All right.
Nutsoid.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get. This is math, right? You all right with math?
Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna keep my hands right here.
I got the calculator.
Use the computer. Hold on. Right. Look at everybody. These are my hands.
Hands up.
Hatsack is not behind me. Hands up.
So, what is pi plus 28,383 divided by 83? What is that?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to read. Can I call a friend?
Sure. You want to phone a friend?
Yeah, I'm going to phone a friend. This is my friend.
Oh.
These are king size. That's my friend. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, there you go. That's the energy.
This is how I get my knowledge.
Is it like a fortune cookie? Is the answer inside?
Say that fortune
cookie. Here's my cookie. Ask the question one more time. The cookie was in the wrapper. It did not hear it.
Okay. What is pi plus 383 divided by 83?
Okay. Hold on.
I got the calculator up on my screen. I'm looking at it.
Really? 345 105 448 075.
Get out of here, Fomo. Get out of here.
What's the answer?
345.105 44807. Get out of here.
Once again, don't mess with an Oreo.
I like Deb's answer. 94.47.
Yes.
Hands up. Give me another question.
All right. Next question, FOMO head. What will Bitcoin be on December 31st, 2024.
Ooh, for Bitcoin, hold
Hey,
on.
you remember Johnny Carson? What was that? The guy?
Hold it for Bitcoin.
Kreskin.
Hey,
Kreskin.
for Bitcoin, I'm gonna have to bring up the double stuff ones because that's Bitcoin. I
Come on,
can't
you're not
answer
going to
that.
eat
Listen
those.
to me.
That's a waste of opening that stuff.
Listen to me. You need knowledge. You open Oreos. Question again. What will Bitcoin? Hey, listen to me.
Yes.
Is Bitcoin gonna be on December 31st, 2024?
Oh, it is the American fortune cookie.
Everyone can play along and put their answer in there.
141,732 USD. That is
Whoa!
double stuff.
The views of the Oreo are their own and not pertaining to anyone else on this show. Do not take the Oreo's numbers as financial advice.
The Oreos. Here's, hold on.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Get him out of here.
I have people that care. Don't mess with. Hey, you better ask that Oreo some questions. They're very smart.
Right. Hey, that's the great wise Oreo, right?
I'm just letting everybody know.
That
is, and I want to let everybody know too. Today's show is sponsored by Topo Chico with lime. Yes. If you see how cold that bottle is, it is effervescence. Topo Chico.
There goes all his knowledge.
There it went down. Yes, it's down the tubes. Yep, there you go. I love it. But thank you, FOMO. I love that. I appreciate it.
You turned me on to that. I'm just letting you know.
There you go. Look, KP Queen, good evening to you. I'm going to finish up on everybody, but that was excellent, FOMO. I got to say, very impressive. Friday Night Wise guys.
I seen it on a TikTok.
On TikTok. Good evening, Connie. Good to see you. Happy Friday. There you go, Hatsack. Great to see you. And look, Deb had a different answer. Very good. Jay Hollywood. There you go. Lots of pie. And I guess I need some Oreos in the house as helper. Yes, you do. Oreos double stuffed even. Because they seem like I would rather have the Bitcoin price than some pie, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I do want to make an announcement. I am going to, later show, we'll film it. I'm going to ask the Oreo cookie, have we ever been to the moon? I don't know what the answer is going to be, but the Oreo cookie is going to give me the answer.
Give it the great Oreo. That's right. I love it.
And instead of the Oracle, we have the Oreo.
Yes.
Oh, great Oreo.
Yeah. The great Oreo. A shout out to Oreos. Oreo.
So Matt is saying 102K. So there you go. I like it. Do it in the comments. I'm going to pull it up. We got to get that humming. The SoFi score. Everybody give me your guess. What you think? What do you think Bitcoin?
Matt Gary, 102.
102. I like that. And then Deborah, she admits that she was off because she didn't divide by 3. But great stuff there, FOMO. Little known fact, my nickname as a kid was Oreo.
I didn't even know that. I could have just cracked you in half and got some answers.
Let's not go down that road.
But do Oreos do dishes? Right?
No, they don't do dishes.
They don't. Maybe soon.
Thank you guys.
Like Oreo AI. You know Oreo AI? Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Right? But it is. Throw it in the chat. I want to hear some of y'all. What do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think Bitcoin will be on January or December 31st, 2020?
Come on, tell us. They could win a prize.
Could be a prize. And then I didn't know if you had anything, Tim, or
I got my number, my Oreo number.
What's your Oreo
number?
238,000.
Wow, I like your Oreo number better than my number.
He's coming in hot. That's coming like a fajita.
Must be a big party Oreo.
That is New Year's Eve on the brink of 2025 right there.
We would be celebrating. This would be a great year. This would be exciting.
It's going to be a good night. That's for sure.
That's right. I like it. I'll go with that. Right. But either or, I did. We weren't able to finish up yesterday. I know you might not think it's the most exciting thing about a legal, court case, SEC versus the Coinbase, but there's a lot of cool things in there, right? And really is. There's a guy who went through the whole thing, and I do want to go through that because it's, like I said, very interesting. And it's reasons why you also want to get behind and support what Coinbase is doing, right? I understand that that's the big decentralized, piece that we all kind of, I don't know, maybe not are I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. Coinbase is Coinbase. They're doing their thing. It's an on-ramp, exit ramp, good stuff, right? But great, good on them because they're fighting a good fight, right? And look, here we go. 111,000.
Mhm.
111. I like that. There you go. I like that, Deborah.
Pretty good, Deborah.
Good number. Good number.
It is
Right.
1111111.
But in general, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that you have to get behind because they have it so foggy, right? Even what they're bringing against Coinbase is ridiculous. But again, before we get to that, I got a lot of news. Got some news, right? Oh, and I put us down at the bottom. I want to switch that up because I didn't know if it was just me or not, right? Here we go. So I know we've been talking all the goodness, right, of the Bitcoin, right? But
Good.
goodness, but there's not always, Oh, look, I like Sabina's. Look at Sabina. I like that Sabina. 250.
Oh, she just prices right me.
Strong. That's right. That's it. TGIF asked my friend in Arizona if he heard of Santisi Brothers Bar, and he said he's been there a few times and a great place to watch sports and great food and hear advertised on the radio. I love it, Lou. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate you, Lou. Thank you, Lou.
You get him his name. If he's a friend of yours, Lou, he's a friend of mine.
100%. Way to go. Oh, there you go. But anyways, yes, lot of great news, a lot of awesome things happening, during this week. But now, kind of ending it off over here, you got to know there's always these other things, right? There's some sales that are looking to come up, a little bit of sell-off, right? With this Grayscale. Grayscale still has 1.6 billion ahead. So what does that mean for Bitcoin, right?
It might take a dip. You know what you do on the dips, right?
Could be a dip, but if you offset it with still more inflows, right? I don't know. Who knows? I'm just telling you that these things are out there, right?
I need the thing flying across the bottom there, Timmy.
Yeah,
right away.
And also, I'm put on the light music. It's Friday, right? We need
light music. Friday light music. You know, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if I'd be hanging out Friday nights with you guys, the answer would have been
the answer would have been no. Is that what you said?
Dude, I didn't think this was happening.
But you didn't know us, FOMO. You love us.
I'm rushing home from work, make sure I'm around. I love you guys.
What do you mean? 5 years ago, I think we were doing Zooms every single night of the week.
It could be. I don't 4. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Right on. Because 2020 was yes, but you're right, Tim. We've been doing Zooms for a bit.
We're coming close to it.
Yeah, go ahead. Topo Chico.
I said we're coming close to it.
Yes, we are. We are. It's been a bit, man.
I had a question for you. Just a question.
Yes.
I know it's a U.S. bankruptcy judge granted bankrupt crypto lenders Genesis permission to sell the 1.6 million to pay back in shareholders. But why are they not why does the shareholder, well, I guess they sell it, it dips, maybe dips, not. The people get the money in whatever, and then they go buy Bitcoin again. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, what it is, that's actually me and Tim, we were talking about a couple shows ago. That is exactly, because their fees in this whole, what they were doing before, much higher. Plus, they were buying at the all-time highs, right? And now with taxes and the churn rate, they call it churn. I think, Tim we were talking about it, like I said before, they take the tax hit, right? So they can do that and do well with taxes. And now they can get into the ETFs, better price, right? And then lower fees. Yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Well, I didn't know if that was answering FOMO. He just doesn't
reply
to me.
He's waiting for the Oreo to give him the answer to get it.
The Oreo has left me.
The Oreo
now has it on the other side of the house.
Now FOMO's just cream filling now. That's it.
So it is. There's at least 1.4 billion worth of selling coming from, there you go, GBTC, based on the Genesis bankruptcy and situation with Gemini, possibly more, right? But we also don't know how much was already sold. So it's just an unknown, right? There's a lot of stuff out there, and but that's something keep on your radar. People do wonder why prices. I mean, it's not hard in anything, right? Stocks, whatever you're talking about, could be your cars, anything. When things sell, price goes down, things go up, right? Price goes up. That's how stocks, it's how crypto, it's how it all works, right? It's not magical, right? So there you go. Creditors are still waiting on the cash. They locked into the project, and DCJ, not DCG, has said creditors will be made whole. So there you go. It's all part of this court case that has been going on. And here you go. I personally don't expect the buying of iBitcoin trust shares to continue like this for the rest of the year. But at the same time, if you ask me, a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't have expected the flows to be as strong as they have been, right? Yeah, I'm sure you haven't. But I think that
I'm the other way around. I expected the flows to be this strong. I didn't expect Grayscale and the other guys to sell into it.
right.
So,
Yeah,
you got some on both sides.
yeah. Well, I think like everybody, I think what's going to really start happening is FOMO is going to hit everybody, right? Not just people, not just retail. I got a story when we get into this next little bit down the line on the news. The banks are FOMOing. Did you know that? Did you know the banks are FOMOing? They want a little Bitcoin. You're muted, John.
I heard a rumor that the banks are feeling the flow of money leaving their banks into the Bitcoin. So what are you thinking?
I think that's FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They're like, so all our deposits are going the other way.
What are the banks doing about it, Ray? You going to tell us? You going to
educate us? I'm going to tell you. Absolutely. They're getting after the SEC and Gary Gensler, right?
Gary.
Here we go. Look at this. Austin M2. Huge news alert, right? Talking about Yuga Labs. And they bailing out Kevin Ross. So just to get into that story, so appreciate it, Austin M2.
Rescuing, right?
Huh?
Why'd they need rescuing?
Well, just in general, a lot of with any NFTs, kind of that whole space, people, man. That was a hype train over there, right? Nothing but a hype train. A lot of stuff, not a lot of people building. Makes things very, very secure, and people want to be a part of it, right? But not just hype number go up. That's like I said, that's why we've been so impressed. Our ecosystem steadily building, making amazing things, starting to see obviously cool apps, awesome blockchains, amazing things, right? Great developers. But Yuga Labs, the leading Web3 lifestyle and media company, and creators of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, we heard of them. This is all what they created, all these things here, right? But the acquisition of Proof's asset, including its team, intellectual property, and artistic portfolio, aligns with Yuga Labs, right? So, they just acquired, starting with Moonbirds, right? They're going to bring the Moonbirds over into the other side. So, acquired, right? The Moonbirds and some other things, right? As a company committed to championing art, culture, and community on the blockchain, we're excited to have Proof join the Yuga ecosystem, said Daniel Allegra, CEO of Yuga Labs. Moonbirds is a collection with great potential and many unifying brand elements with other side. We look forward to Proof Collective becoming an important part of our ongoing art and community engagement efforts. So there you go. Kevin Ross, CEO and co-founder and founder of Proof, will undergo a brief handover period before becoming an advisor to the company. In addition, the Proof team that will move over to positions at Yuga. There's some other folks, right? And they're going to oversee the transition of the Moonbirds, collecting and other key elements into the Yuga ecosystem. So there you go. Some NFT communities are merging, right? And it was cool that I don't keep up with some of the NFT stuff. And I think you have an on-chain monkey too, there, John. Yeah, you got an on-chain monkey. I got one. You got one. You got one, Tim? No. Yes. He's frozen. It's all good. He doesn't have one, but those things too. I heard from Apex. I didn't know they're moving over to ordinals. So I gotta keep up with this stuff too, John. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on. Got to keep up. Now, listen, I am not telling you to do this. And plus, this is for whales, okay? This is not something you just play around with. I just thought was very interesting of the things that you can do. This is why I love DeFi. That's why I love this space, is that you can do, things that banks do. And again, you also hear horror stories of leverage, over leverage, and things. So this is using leverage, and you have to know what you're doing to be doing this type of things. I just thought, like I said, very interesting that 2 Ethereum DeFi traders just made 120 million using a strategy called looping. You ever heard of looping, FOMO?
No, but I'd love to know. And I wish I knew before these two guys.
Look, looping. 2 Ethereum traders, 120 million in the last 24 hours. You like that, FOMO?
Like it, love it. Tell me more.
There you go. It's a strategy in DeFi, FOMO. Okay. So again, not endorsing. Don't go playing around with a little bit of money you got, and just saying. Or if you're a whale, hey, dig in and start researching. But this is very interesting. So obviously, again, big whales. Whales mean you got a big chunk of money, big bags, right? So here we go. I'm gonna just kind of jump down to what looping on DeFi. The strategy, these whales, and I'm you know the term. So a trader deposits an asset like Ether, okay, into a lending protocol, FOMO, and then he borrows a different asset like dollar peg stablecoin DAI against their deposit. They then swap the DAI for ETH, the original asset, FOMO. And guess what? After swapping the cryptocurrencies, the trader redeposits the newly acquired Ether back into the lending protocol. This action allows them to borrow additional funds, establishing what we call a leveraged long position on their Ether deposits. So it's been going on and on and on. This looping strategy enables traders to achieve a leverage of 3 to 5x, multiplying capital by 3 to 5 times their initial investment. So again, in this case, they have opted to be more conservative, and they've done 1 to 2x leverage. But huge returns. The big part, a big amazing part that they did, been doing this for a while, and they purchased and they have their ETH, right, where it was worth 1,000 back then, FOMO, right? ETH is around 2,700, 2,800 now. It would have to be dropped at least 60% for them to get liquidated. So they're just churning out and out. They just keep getting it there, folks. You like that? I like that, right? That's nice.
Mike, I love it. As I told you earlier, I wish I was around some smart friends that knew this prior to this, and we'd just be dropping it, going. I totally understand what they're doing.
Absolutely, right? People do this in real estate.
Looping, that's my new word, looping.
Looping. Yes. I'm loopy. Yes, that's right. And here's one I know you're going to love. This is the big one here, FOMO. Here's what you're going to love. The big banks are nudging the SEC for a slice of sweet Bitcoin ETF action. They like it. They want to. They have been keeping you out, FOMO. Keeping you out.
What happened yesterday with Elizabeth Warren.
That's right.
The big banks have been telling us Bitcoin nothing, Bitcoin nothing, Bitcoin nothing, 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 Bitcoin nothing. Elizabeth, Elizabeth. What's somebody's name?
Right, Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. Bitcoin bad, Bitcoin bad. Now she has a flag. Unbelievable.
She's celebrating Bitcoin, right? That should tell you everything. Really, should tell you stuff, everybody. Right?
They want in.
They do want in.
Before the ship leaves.
They were trying to hold all, because what are banks going to do? They're going to be vaults, right? We've been saying banks are going to be vaults. They're going to hold my ledger. They just hold it for me, right? In your nice, big, secure building, right? You just hold my ledger. Major banks and financial institutions in the United States are pushing the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to readjust its definition of crypto assets, which could allow them to play a larger role in crypto, such as acting as custodians to the recently approved spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, just like Coinbase, John. That is what Coinbase, they are custodian. They are holding the Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, on their exchange or whatever the vaults that they have, right? So now, yes, they want to get apart. A trade group coalition comprising the Bank Policy Institute, American Bankers Association, Financial Services Forum, and Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association, they pled their case in a letter to SEC Gary Gensler. Good old Gary, FOMO.
Sure, they pled their case, maybe a little vacation on the side. I'm just saying.
You're greasing. Are they greasing the side? Is that what you're saying?
They could have went on vacation. Could have had a nice dinner.
Hold on. I don't have a banner for that one there.
Good. Hey, dude, you're not going to just have a letter. We're going to have a conversation. You're going to have this kind of conversation over a meal.
That's it.
A little vino, something.
A little something. Yes. So it's what there is, a quote, the commission recently approved 11 spot Bitcoin ETPs, allowing investors to access this asset class through a regulated product. However, notably absent from those approved products are banking organizations serving as the asset custodian, a role they regularly play for the most other ETPs. Isn't that crazy, man?
It's crazy.
And now they left out in the cold. They're like, "Oh, please, sir, could I have another, please?"
we were joshing you. We really love Bitcoin.
That's right.
And please, can we hold it for our customers? Please.
There you go.
Oh, there's the actual letter.
That's the actual letter.
That's
It was
actually-
on Valentine's Day. It was a love letter.
We
FOMO.
love Bitcoin. We need to send him a letter and prove
It was
our-
a love letter to Gary Gensler from the banks there, FOMO. So, yes, it's very interesting because a lot of people are flipping now. And isn't that something, FOMO? I think that the train is about to leave the station, FOMO. You know? Kind of crazy.
banks were at least smart enough to actually look at it and go, hey guys, if we let them leave, this is going to be really a big problem. And my kid needs braces and he needs a college education. Please let us trade. Let's hold on to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Think about that. They're just trying to, they need to be a part of it.
They are, because they know it's all switching over, FOMO. That's what we've been saying.
It's switching.
That system is broken.
Broken.
You can't keep printing money, everybody. It's going to...
Oh, they're trying. The machines are working.
Well, you said the digital dollar. It's the
Yeah.
digital dollar, right? That's what's happening, okay? And people that you're in that, they're going to make their own conversion. It might be 10 to 1, maybe 5 to 1, be a little nicer to you.
Ain't
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
1 to 1.
What?
Ain't gonna
There
be
you
1
go.
to 1.
It ain't going to be 1 to 1.
Because you can't go digital without paying back the debt.
No, I know.
And with that, hey, I never asked you this. If you ever showed the debt clock on here,
I didn't, but I could pull it. Absolutely.
I'm just asking you before you go into the next one to understand how much digital currency they would have to put on this. I was looking at it earlier. There it is.
There you go. There it is.
So what do we got?
It's 34 trillion,
34 trillion.
236 billion, 658 million, 900, and I can't even catch the hundreds of thousands.
No, you can't. Don't even bother. There is the next line, which was interesting.
Huh.
It's 101,000 per citizen, and it's 264,000 per taxpayer.
Yeah,
So
but
we
remember what we just looked at one where it said at the end of 2030,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
going to be 1 million.
Yeah, yeah. You'll definitely have CBDCs, and it'll definitely be something else, but that's a lot of money.
Well, you know what? For the normies that are not in, they're going to do that with the dollars. I'm going to give them 1 Satoshi. That's what I'll do.
1 Satoshi, I like it.
Here's a Satoshi. There you go. Please be gone.
So interesting, really. I appreciate you bringing that up. It's something to pay attention to, guys.
Absolutely, man.
The government is printing money out of control.
It is. It's crazy. But anyways, this is what I want to talk about yesterday. And again, it's very interesting. You should be, kind of have a good understanding of what these court cases are doing, because the big problem, and this is the big overall arch of the conundrum, you would say here, right? And it's because you can't be vague with the law, everybody. We're the people, like I said, we the people. We're the ones in charge. And the federal government and what they do cannot be vague to trick us or to keep us in some fog to not know what the laws are. And all of a sudden that they could say, hey, you broke the law and you didn't know the law, right? That's not an excuse anywhere. You can't do that with taxes. You can't do that with anything. You say, I didn't know the law. Well, they're making this so foggy that it's illegal, really, almost, right? And that's the big part. That's why this is important stuff, right? But number one, and I'm just kind of going to go just through this guy's history, right? He really got, famous in this thing because he was a regular attorney, right, for the SEC, but for Wall Street, for the big guys, right? Not for the government, but for protecting and talking on their behalf, right? And also he started doing a lot of reposting and things about Sam Bankman fraud. So that's another thing where he started getting a lot of, attention with this stuff. His whole thing, it's nothing about being an influencer or doing any of this, but he got into this because of this kind of stuff, right? So, and like I said, I don't want to go through all that because, we do want to go through kind of very detailed through some of this other stuff. So here he goes. Because I worked as a securities lawyer for 30 years, representing Wall Street firms, people ask me, what is likely to happen to Sam Bankman fraud? And I say, I have seen this movie before in 2011. It was called the MF Global Scandal. So again, this is what we're talking about. And what's crazy is there's some other things that I didn't pull up on the news this time, but it looks like they're even going to pull back on some old scam bankman frauds. His jail time. It's ridiculous, right? So it is ridiculous. So just it's where you're gonna love them there, FOMO. Murphy first got into crypto when J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon was trash talking Bitcoin in 2017, and what he was saying is Jamie Dimon said that Bitcoin was a Ponzi scheme, right? So it got this attorney fired up, right? He's like, you know what? I need to look into this Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper, and he concluded that it is clearly not a Ponzi scheme. This is clearly not. Bitcoin is far from a Ponzi scheme, and just in general, right? So again, I just wanted to give you a little background because we are going to go through this because he gets very, very technical. Okay, so let's go here. I mean, if passed, the legislation would allow companies involved in Bitcoin mining to manage their revenue recognition. This is currently just a proposal and not a law. So this is some of the things that are in what Congress and it's going to, right, is some of these, because they got to figure out what's the deal with miners and things like that. You coming on now, Tim, or no? Okay, gotcha. So here we go into this. Like I said, it's a little bit by accident. My objective for getting on Twitter was not to get big following or to figure out some way to monetize. This guy is retired, right? So he has no skin in the game. This is all. It's why I'm saying the background is because he's just trying to show you that he's not, there's no weighted scales, right? He's just going by what his 30 years of experience in SEC legal filings between Wall Street and the SEC, okay? So it was his digging into the downfall of FTX and a warm welcome from the XRP community, because that's a part of this stuff too. XRP and Coinbase are in a big lawsuit and a battle with the SEC. And, that's where most of his following came from, is because of Ripple. The XRP army is, they're all, because he tells them where they're wrong, right? His position is that all other coins are bad. And this, what he's talking about, the SEC and what they're saying, and fraudulent and shouldn't exist, whatever. I push back, he explains, bringing up XRP as that isn't a security either. I told him I see all these other countries using it for cross-border transactions and for exchange settlement and things of that nature. So it seems like there's something there, right? There's something going on, that it's more than what this guy is just saying, that it's just, a securities. So soon after this, he was invited on XRP themed show, Left, right and center, which saw him get interested in the SEC Commission's case against Ripple. And then, like I said, this is what I want to kind of get in, because I got this tweet here. Is it this one? No, hold on. Yes, it is this one. So this is his tweet. I'm just switching over to Twitter because this is the tweet. Wading through the president's economic report, I stumble on a key statement that could prove useful to Ripple, XRP, and Coinbase, and others litigating against the SEC. So this is page 239 on this report. And this is what he's highlighting right here, okay? Regardless of the label used, a crypto asset may be, among other things, a security, a commodity, a derivative, or another type of financial product, depending on the facts and circumstances. And he goes, yeah, amazing. This is exactly right. And this is the official position of the executive branch of the United States government. The statement stands in stark contrast to Gary Gensler's position, which is all crypto assets except Bitcoin are securities. And this fact should be crystal clear to any idiot. Okay, that's his statement. The president's report, while hostile to crypto in general, could prove very helpful to parties arguing that there is no clarity and no fair notice about which tokens are properly classified as securities and which are not. And I'm just going to kind of back out now and just talk about Tim. I mean, you remember when we were going through things about when Gary was talking about how Bitcoin is the only one that's not a security. Ethereum could be, I don't know, it might be. And he didn't give any kind of explanation. And that's what I'm saying. This is the whole crux of the whole lawsuit, everybody, against Coinbase, is that they say that there's like at least 13 tokens on their exchange that they would say is a security. But they never do. They didn't know. You don't know. You have this exchange going for years and years and years and years, and then all of a sudden they just say, Ethereum is a security, and now you're going to go. I'm going to take you into court, right? That's crazy, right? And we should all push back against that kind of stuff. So, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to bring this up, because it's important. And the last thing that I do want to go through kind of detailed is this other tweet. And that's what it is a little long. It's 1 through, I think, 8 or 9. But again, it's important so you know the context of what's all of this that's going on, right? So this is the first tweet, right? The stakes just keep getting higher for the ruling in SEC versus Ripple. Here's why. And, again, there's 2 judges that are involved, and they're all in New York, everybody, okay? If Judge Torres rules that XRP tokens trading on the secondary markets are not securities, it would undermine the entire basis for SEC's case against Coinbase and much of the Binance case, okay? In the Coinbase case, the SEC claims that 13 tokens traded on Coinbase are securities. So Coinbase is illegally operating an unregistered securities exchange, broker-dealer, and clearing broker. But if those 13 tokens are judged not to be securities, the SEC has no case, zero case. Before anyone gets too excited, a ruling by Judge Torres would not be binding precedent in other cases, meaning other judges will not be bound to rule the same way. Only decisions of the courts of appeals and the Supreme Court are binding on lower court judges. But as we was talking about, this other judge that's involved, right? This other judge, Reardon, assigned to the Coinbase case, is brand new. Only been a judge for 6 months. Judge Reardon works in the same court in the lower court Manhattan with Judge Torres. So while Torres' decision on XRP would not be binding precedent, I do believe Judge Reardon will pay very close attention to Judge Torres' legal reasoning in ruling whether XRP is a security. I believe Judge Reardon would follow the same reasoning as she analyzes whether the 13 tokens cited in Coinbase complaint are security. And again, she's new, right? And she would be leaning on a very much, an experienced, more, in time judge. This dynamic, of course, works both ways. If Judge Torres rules XRP tokens are traded on secondary markets are securities, the SEC will jump for joy and argue that the judges presiding over both Coinbase and Binance cases should follow Judge Torres' reasoning. And then we're almost through, everybody. The Binance case is not quite as simple because, unlike Coinbase, it did issue its own token, BNB. So Binance will be hoping Judge Torres rules the Ripple's own issuance and sales of XRP do not qualify as securities offerings. And with respect to Coinbase, the SEC could still argue that staking as a service qualifies as a securities offering, even if Judge Reardon rules that 13 tokens are not securities. But the rest of the SEC's case would be gutted. It'd be over, right? And there it is, last 2. The judges within the same court do disagree with one another occasionally, but I believe Judge Reardon, with only 6 months on the job, is not likely to disagree with the legal reasoning of her experienced fellow judge in such an enormously consequential case. Whichever way these early court rulings go, we should expect to see years of appeals. So yes, that all goes on, appeals. But that's why it's very important just to start, again, paying attention to this whole thing, everybody, because it's wild and it's going to have consequences, right? And then, like I said, it's very interesting. And then I'll leave with this. Let me turn down the music and we'll listen to this one little. It's only a minute and a half, but and again, very interesting. And it's about what he's been talking about. This is the judge or this lawyer right here, right? Meta Law Man. Let me mute myself.
And by the way, that's wrong. That is inconsistent with our concept of the rule of law under the Constitution. It's supposed to be really, really clear to citizens what the law requires, what it permits and what it prohibits. It's supposed to be really clear so that we citizens can order our lives and decide what we do to comply with the law. So vague is the antithesis of kind of the underlying premise of our law and the rule of law. And this goes back, by the way, 800 years to the Magna Carta. Before the Magna Carta, the king could just say, you know what, I'm going to put you in jail for doing X. Hey, wait a minute, I had no idea X was illegal. Answer, not my problem. You're going to jail for X. Well, the Magna Carta changed that, and we've had 800 years of English common law saying citizens are entitled to know clearly what is prohibited. And so, you know, this idea in the Hinman emails that, hey, Bill, don't go say explicitly that Ethereum is not a security, because, you know, we might decide to change our minds and say it is a security sometime later. You know, so this is crazy. This is not consistent with the rule of law.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's very clear, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of us we do just sit here and kind of take that kind of stuff, right? Because again, it's weird, because I think many people now just think that the government is all powerful, right? And I think we're very, very mistaken on how everything should be, right? And you know, that's why it's important to start dialing in and starting to understand all of this stuff, because they've been wrong on a lot of different things, but this is major, right? This is something that we all think is very revolutionary, and it's not based on, you know, I was listening to some of the things that the geezers and Crypto Wizard were talking about on their space today. It's awesome, right? Is people are starting to understand the Federal Reserve is neither federal nor does it have any reserves. It's like the emperor has no clothes. We've been playing this crazy system, and again, we've been blessed, right? This country's been very blessed. I'm not saying it was all horrible, but we're coming up to a time where it does look like there's this amazing transition where we are into this new, again, we call it like a renaissance of you know, of a monetary system, right? That would be amazing. It looks like that, but we'll see, right? Go ahead, Tim. My bad.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I did see someone talking about the other side of that, though, that you know, the Fed does have so much control, but you don't want it to be you don't want it to be controlled by Washington, D.C. either. You know, you need that separate check and balance, even though they're playing off each other, and they claim not to affect policy and everything like that, but they have direct reactions to what goes on in Washington and what they're trying to pay for and do. So they're trying to balance the money supply the best way they know how. And, you know, I don't want to, they know a lot more than us. So, you know, it might not go our way every time, but they're doing a pretty good job. Like,
oh yeah, they are, absolutely, right?
But it's not like they're not making money, though.
No,
you know, they might not collect salaries and everything like that, but they know what's going on in the game before it gets played. So, you know, they're collecting theirs.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, like I said, it's just wild. All this stuff that's going on. You're really seeing some big shifts, man. Even too, like that's why we were, you know, kind of talking about. Look at the banks. You know, everybody sees the writing on the wall, man. These are big things. And what's amazing, everybody, is we're right in the middle of it. We're you know, this is a very powerful group as well. You're going to see how all this works out, and it's incredible. That's what I'm saying. You know, like I said, we're in the midst of something really revolutionary, and you know, it's just I wonder how all this plays out. It's just is interesting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, everybody, appreciate all the comments in the chat, right? Get this SoFi score ripping. It has moved quite a bit since yesterday, so congrats to everybody. Appreciate all the comments. There you go, Kim. Thank you. I appreciate you. Absolutely. And thank you for, you know, kind of watching and seeing what's going on, and you know, everybody educating themselves. That's great. And this is absolutely appreciated, Sabina. Hit the like button, everybody. Smash it. Get it going. Let's get that SoFi score ripping. And you know, I wondered too. I don't know if Apex or Austin M2, anybody. I know there was some stamps. I know everybody was creating. Did everybody create their stamps and get that out? Because what's cool, it's coming up, everybody, is a cool again, great competition, but much more people are involved getting their own stamps, and everybody created their own. It was really neat. It's excellent, and seeing everybody being creative, and we're gonna have a lot of fun getting after it, right? There you go. Thank you, Decrypting Chaos. Appreciate you. And then, like I said, too, even after the show's over, it helps get that SoFi score ripping. Is any of that? But either or, I want us to get to that 20,000. What is it? We're Friday. I think we can get there by Monday. Might happen.
We should.
And I keep hearing Apex and Austin M2. I think they keep saying that. Oh, here we go. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. That portal. Yeah, that portal's going to be opening pretty soon. And there we go. Love it. Appreciate everybody. Get it going. Thank you. That is awesome. So I again appreciate it. There you go. Apex. That's the mob. Hey, I didn't know you guys if you mobbing. You mobbing, or are we hanging out in Telegram? Which one is going on? That's what I'm talking about. Labor 20K. SoFi. Let's go. And let's open that portal, because I do. I have a sense. I feel it. I feel that that portal is just gonna just. I wonder if, like I said, does it like turn into something, or what's going on, right? I'm pretty sure we're gonna notice it, right? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different. I don't know.
I think it'll be obvious.
Huh?
I think it'll be obvious.
I think it will be. I think it'll be obvious. That's right, Tim. But there it is. Awesome, everybody. Get it going. Keep it ripping. And yes, awesome. Good to hear, Apex. So again, we're gonna be mob. Oh, I keep getting my bad. Gotta love the it is great stuff, Night Owl. But there is mobbing. Mobbing is going on tonight. Make sure when we get back, we head back over to X after we wrap up this show, which we're gonna do in just a few minutes. And then we're going to get to mobbing, right? Have some fun, go educate ourselves around the space, see what's going on, make sure we're leaving comments, leaving some love, and providing some energy in this space, because it needs it. Everybody needs it, right? And like I said, do some good commenting, make it a part of the conversation. Everything that's going on the mob. The mob is awesome, and that's a great, just a great piece in our ecosystem, where we are just providing energy and doing awesome things, right? So good stuff. And there it is. There's a symbol. It's like the bat signal, right? We're going to get that too. We're going to have that. Drink up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. There it is. So yeah, man. Happy Friday, everybody. And we're going to be running into the weekend. So we probably won't see you. Won't see you till Monday. Now, again, there's always a chance. If there's something going on, we'll just do a break-in live, and we'll be going live. I mean, if there's something going on and that portal opens, we'll do some show, whatever time it is, and we're going to be rocking and rolling. And we'll always bring you the latest news, latest alpha. Something drops from the crown of tables, the table of crowns, crown table. We will always be bringing you the alpha and doing that kind of stuff too as well. LFG, let's go. Great show. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, Matt. But yes, appreciate everybody. Again, love that SoFi score moving. Keep it moving when we get over there to mobbing, and keep the energy up. And again, so awesome. Your community and everybody supporting us. You're awesome. Let me get in here. Got anything else to wrap it up, Tim, or we're good?
We're good, man.
All right. And everybody, we will see you over in X. Make sure the Great Migration. It works both ways. Not only do they send them over from X, now we're here at YouTube. We got over 30 people here. It was up to 40 or 45. Get over to X. Just jump on over. Jump on that platform and get the mobbing, right? We're going to go mobbing some spaces. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And much love. Thank you.